Hey there, we are live. Good morning, welcome to Jeep Style Garage. So, Wednesday mornings, oh, sorry, I'll turn my tablet down here. This is how I monitor the chat. But Wednesday mornings, I like to do a live stream so I can hang out with you guys, chat a little bit, a little better interaction, which is always kind of fun. And then on Fridays, obviously, I have my nice edited videos. Sorry for the really harsh lighting, but that's what we're dealt this morning. I just wanted to get these new plugs in. Let me make sure everything's set up here. Check my audio real quick. Yep, audio is good. So yeah, this is just a time to hang out a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit of work on the Jeep. If you guys have comments or questions, say hi, whatever. Let me know where you're from. That's always kind of fun. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and we'll get started here. What we're doing today, so the green Jeep, 1994 Wrangler YJ 4-liter, gosh, a month ago, a while ago, it started running really rough. I didn't know if it was plugs or wires, distributor, bad gas, what exactly is going on with it. So I've just kind of been slowly tinkering with it, trying to figure out what's going on. And I pulled the plugs. Here's obviously a new plug and one of the old plugs. And let me get out of the shot. There we go. Focus. I've noticed that the plugs are they're pretty carbon fouled. And obviously what a new plug looks like. So, you know, they still have spark. I checked a couple of them for spark, but your spark can be weak, just inefficient. This one is actually pretty carbon fouled. Some of the others aren't as bad. And the plugs, they're just old, and they do have a lifespan on them. And they're due to be changed. It's been a long time since I've done a tune-up on this Jeep, so, you know, plugs, wires, distributor cap, rotor, all that stuff probably needs to be done. It's due or overdue. Let me see what's going on in the chat here real quick. You guys say hi, I love hearing from you. And let me skip this ad and go to live chat. Where are you at? Where's my live chat? Sorry about that. There it is. It's different every time. Good morning from sunny Florida. Yeah, here in Southern Oregon, I think it's, gosh, supposed to be close to 100 today. But yeah, our forecast now is, yeah, 90s, 100s. Anyways, those of you that are just joining us, we are putting new plugs into my 94. This is the OG. I was thinking of actually starting to call it OG. It's my original Jeep. Plugs were pretty carbon fouled. We're going to get new plugs in it because it was running really rough, and we'll see if this does the trick. I do have an old distributor rotor wires, sorry, distributor cap. I'll drop those in later. If this doesn't do the trick, I'm not 100% convinced that this will fix it, but I don't know, it's worth a shot because those others were in pretty rough shape and they are pretty old. So, and actually I'm also recording at the same time, recording a video, because once I figure out why this was running rough, exactly like what I do to fix it, I'm going to release a video on that of just some of the different things we've tried and what ultimately did the trick. OJ. So let me move my camera here a little bit, because I'll bring you guys in closer for when I'm working here as well. And yeah, like I said, sorry for the harsh lighting, but picture actually looks okay-ish. Need to bring my audio closer. So we've got our new plugs, and when you get your new plugs, even those, these are already gapped. I think it said on the package that they were already gapped to, yeah, here it is, 036. So they were already gapped, but the gap was off. So always double check your gap on your spark plugs, even if they're pre-gapped. And these, oh, and depending on the type of spark plug and your vehicle, it'll determine if you need any, oh gosh, what's it called? Thread anti-seize. If you need any anti-seize on your threads, these ones do not require anti-seize, but some do, and depending on the vehicle and the spark plug, so check that out. But I've already obviously got them pulled out, so let's drop these in real quick. Yeah, sometimes my brain freezes. Like, what's that stuff called? That gooey stuff that goes on the threads? Tuning in from Colorado. Morning. Good morning, everyone. My Jeep transmission will work for like 5 minutes, and the Jeep Speedo just stopped working. The Jeep transmission will work for like 5 minutes, and the other Jeep Speedo just stopped working. You got two Jeeps, two different issues. Transmission stopped working. My Jeep's transmission will work for like 5 minutes. Huh. It will work for like 5 minutes, and then what happens? Like, it manual, automatic, stops shifting. Check your fluid levels. Let's drop these spark plugs in real quick. My recording up here. Got two cameras going. This is fun. Good times. So I'm going to move my audio. Move my audio a little closer. There we go. Hopefully that does the trick for you guys. Two cameras, filming an episode, replacing spark plugs. So after, I'll drop these in real quick, and we'll fire it up and see if it is any smoother. It felt like it was running on 3 or 4 cylinders. It was just running really rough. It's due for a tune-up. We'll just start with new plugs and see what this does. Sorry, I got things in the way. It's one of the joys of YouTubing, working around cameras and microphones and other things. And I don't know if I've told you guys in the past, or if you've heard, obviously, making a video while you're doing a repair makes the repair take, I estimate, 3 times as long. Oh, and I know some of you have asked about my daughter, who was in a skateboarding accident, ended up with a bad concussion. She's doing a lot better. Every day doing better. She's actually using a walker right now, just for balance, because her balance and everything is way off. But she's able to finally walk on her own with the walker. But every day, like, I see her making improvements every day. So it's just a bad concussion, and concussions can take weeks or even months to recover from. So she'll be okay. She'll make a full recovery, but it's just going to take some time. Keep reaching around you guys to grab my new plugs. Super curious to see what this does, if this does the trick. And if it doesn't, I'm going to move on to, I have that old distributor and plug, or not plugs, wires. I'm going to just throw those on because I have them, and last time I did a tune-up, those plugs, I mean the wires and distributor cap, they still worked, it still ran okay, it just needed a tune-up. I thought I would just pop those on real quick just to test it out, and if like changing out the wires, all of a sudden, oh, it runs great now, I'll probably just go ahead and go buy a new set of wires. But yeah, I just didn't want to just throw parts at this. It's one thing I try to avoid if possible because it just gets expensive. Just throwing parts at a vehicle. I want to say the torque on these is 20, 21. Not a lot. Definitely don't want to over tighten them. One more to go. This guy, I think I need this jobber to get back in the corner. The very back plug is not a straight shot. And I always worry about cross-threading. Don't want to cross-thread the head. Create a lot of work. So yeah, fortunately, the timing of buying my JK and this Jeep starting to have some issues, but I don't know, I probably neglected this Jeep for a bit because it was my daily driver. But I hadn't done a tune-up in quite a while. Oh, is that even on there? But it's due for plugs and wires and differential fluid, transmission, transfer case. Why is that? Come on. I was spinning it, but not in place. Need just a little bit of pressure on it. Did that do it? Oh, come on. Can't get my fingers in there. There we go. Now it is started. This back plug, the back side of the block is always a pain to work on. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. Alrighty. Little sip of Post Alley, Seattle's best. Nice dark roast. Let's pop our plugs, our wires on here. And I have them obviously all labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drop these guys on real quick and see if it runs any better with new plugs. Because even though we had spark, that's a 4. Where is 3? There's 3. Even though we had spark, the spark could be weak or just too much carbon fouling. Oh, that's the other thing I was meant to mention was I'm going to stop my other camera. Is figuring out why we had carbon fouling. Part of it is just age. Number 4. You know, just over time they foul. An older engine like this, gosh, what, 200,000 miles on this? Hasn't been rebuilt. But yeah, it can be from running too rich, which, yeah, can be a whole variety of issues. Number 5. They should have made these 5 cylinders so that you could get, it's that back one, number 6, it's always a pain. There you go, number 5's on. 4's on good, 3, 2, and 1. Number 6. I have a 6 on it, yep. Number 6 is on. All right, that's all of them. So, let's back you guys off a little bit. Let's back off, man. We'll fire it up here and check it out. I'll look at the fluid now. Gotta have a coffee. Oh yeah, Seattle's best. It's one of my favorites. Good dark roast. Oh wait, actually, sorry, forgot. I gotta record this. I've got microphone wires, cameras, phone, tools. Here, I'll turn the microphone away from the engine so I don't totally blast you guys. Oh, great. Now the... Yeah, microphone stand was coming apart. All kinds of good stuff. All right. Other camera. Record a little bit. All right, new plugs are in, so let's hook the battery up real quick, fire it up, see if it's any smoother. All the tools are out of the way. Everything's hooked up. All right, let's give it a try. A little stinky. This hasn't been driven in a while, but still runs a bit rough. It might be a little bit better, but I need to move on to plugs and, or not plugs, obviously just did the plugs. Move on to wires, distributor cap, rotor. And like I said, I have an old set of those, which was still good. So because I have it, I'm gonna throw it on to see if it does the trick. If not, I'll just have to buy new. And then I'll know that we've got a complete tune-up on all the electrical, and that shouldn't be the issue any longer. So I'll let you guys know how that works. Now I can bring you guys out of the sun here. See what's going on. Ah. Shade. Whew. Grab my. I'm gonna grab my coffee and my tablet. Hang on. So yeah, regardless, needed new plugs. So that is done. I know plugs is not the issue, but like I said, I don't want to just be throwing parts at this. And over there on my workbench, I think right there, I've got my old distributor cap, rotor, wires. I'll give those a try, see what it does. One thing my friend Jason Broncosol had mentioned was at one point he said it might have been bad gas, because it did start running real rough right after I got gas. I got like 10 gallons, or no, it actually wasn't even that much. I think I only got like $10 of gas or something, but let's see. I like the videos they make. I don't understand English very well, but by watching, I learn what they do. Awesome. Glad they help. I just looked at the ATF. It's cold and it looks high. I'm putting a battery in the Jeep and I'll heat it up and see, but also making a noise in neutral last time. So yeah, did you ever answer, is it automatic or manual? Oh, ATF, automatic transmission fluid? So you're not putting fluid in like a AX15 transmission? Hey Frank, good morning. I think it's supposed to be 90. Somebody asked how hot it's supposed to be here. Oh, yesterday it was over 100. Today it's supposed to be high 90s. I don't know, 97 or something. Warm out. But yeah, when you check if it's automatic transmission fluid, you have to check it on most vehicles. Like you can check your owner's manual, but most vehicles you check it while it's running, and you have to take it through all the gears. There's like a whole process just to make sure you're checking the level, making sure it's right. And also some history, like when you've done your transmission fluid. Is it overdue? Have you just done it? Those kinds of things all come into account. So anyways, I just want to show you guys these plugs real quick. New wires and rotor and cap, all that's probably coming. If it's bad gas, that's a hard one, because it can be hard to determine that. So anyways, if you guys have any ideas of other things I should be checking on it, leave a comment down below, and I'll catch you guys on Friday's video. So thank you guys for watching.